Welcome back to Dalton. We are live, we are excited, and it is Mardi Gras Day. I've got the bigs. Did you get yours this year? Mrs. S and I had a fantastic time at Mardi Gras catching these things this year. A little stereo there for you. Well, we just got here. Traffic was horrendous. Job one, as always, is incredibly busy. But we've already got rail fans from Macon hanging out. We're going to have to get some bleachers by the time everybody gets here. Already missed 26C. Like I said, traffic was incredible. So for those of you, Nate, 26C, he's pretty short. He's on his way up to you, so he's already through. He's probably coming up on Varnell right now. Excuse me. He's probably coming up on Cohutta right now. M584, Alan, thanks for the heads up on both the traffic and what was coming through. You know, modern technology and me always have these conversations. So here I am. I'm in a hurry. The two gentlemen from Macon, they've got 14 questions. I'm like, y'all got to wait. I got to get this thing up. And then boom, the tablet wants to do an update as the train horn sounds. So, if y'all ask me what I think of technology today, not a good day. So you missed the 4 on the head end. So let's see. That would be a quadruple front 4x0x0 on that CSX. So for those of you up, Mama Bear and Kid Outdoor, you'll see him momentarily. Great graffiti on that train. So M584 northbound. And yes, and I was such in a hurry, I hit the wrong button trying to get you all set up. I wanted to put on the description for tonight, Heritage Hunting Live, because if it all goes right, 1231, the OCS paint scheme coming north, and RF&P coming south. Don't know if the timing's going to work. Like I said, job one has just been crazy busy. And thanks to Alan and Warren and Jesse for all the updates today, and everyone else that have sent text in. Also on the bird cam, if you're not familiar with the bird cam, it's called the bird cam because it is in Audubon Acres, which is a massive bird sanctuary. So at night that camera gets a little dark because the birds don't like lights and there are no lights in the sanctuary. But it's kind of had an odd noise, so I called Ray. Alan gave me a heads up, sent a note to Ray. We got an odd, maybe it's a strange bird hanging out, who knows. But anyhow, for those of you that have sent a note about the sound on the bird cam, Ray's looking into it. So I tell you what, we've got a few more things yet to do, so I'm going to kind of just let you watch and hang out, and then I'm going to come back with y'all and we'll talk a little bit about where we are. For those of you first time, this is a CSX yard, and John and everyone sometime back, we had a debate, can you call it a yard? And if so, how many tracks does a yard have to have? Well, everybody decided we've got enough. There are still currently 4 tracks in this section. Used to be 5. They took one out on the far side. But it is controlled by CSX. We do have the diamond to my left, where CSX, the W&A Sub, crosses over NS, the Atlanta North District line, and goes from that side to this. So we have 2 diamonds here in town, one of them right here in front of the old freight depot, which is now the visitor center for Dalton. And if you've not watched the video back on the 30 places to railfan, this spot is on the luxury list. You have a 200-yard long patio with furniture, restrooms and everything when the depot is open, covered overhang, and you also have the VRF cams here, but this is a great spot. And we are in the parking lot of the Crescent City Tavern. And why is that important? Wings and cheeseburgers. Oh, and I didn't get this size because I don't like to eat. And John will tell you, across the street. He's probably, if he's on yet, he's probably already jumping up and down and typing as fast as his little fingers will go. Cremo, C-R-E-M-O. If you're hungry, go right there and ask for a biscuit. And if it's your first time, try one before you do two, because they are double-handed biscuits and they are just fantastic. And then wash it down with a Cremo milkshake. We're not sponsored by Cremo. We're not sponsored by the Crescent City Tavern or anything. But like I said, the taste tester can tell you Cremo and right behind me are two fantastic places. So I'm going to spin you back around. We'll watch the 5 o'clock traffic for a little bit. You can finish seeing me set up. Right now we are red on the northbounds. I do understand from Alan. Thank you again, Alan. They've been doing some MOW to the south of us, and the curfew was lifted at 5, so we should have a pretty good array, I'm hoping. But you never know. Just like yesterday, we waited for the tag, and the tag tagged a power line. Can you believe that? So he got way behind. They timed it down in Cleveland, and we gave up because it got too dark, too late, and didn't know when we were ever going to catch it last night. So let's see if we catch 2 Heritage locomotives tonight. RF&P is on 585 for those of you listening to the scanner, so keep an ear out for that on the bird cam if Ray gets it going. Mama Bear, Kid Outdoor, you guys are on point to the north of us. Nate, you're on point up. Lucas, if you jump on, you keep us posted on what's on the cam up ahead, and we're going to get the scanner and everything up, and then we're going to get back to it right here in downtown Dalton, where 80% of the world's flooring is made within 25 miles of where you guys and I are right now. If it's your first time, please make yourself at home. If you've been here 100 times, still make yourself at home. Anybody got questions, ask away. I don't even know who's up yet. I don't even have a monitor on. That's how fast we tried to get on. And as you can see by the description, I struggle to tag because I'm in such a hurry. So, but it's supposed to say Livestream Heritage Hunting here in Dalton. But I'll get it fixed after the stream. So, hey everybody, welcome to Dalton. Let's have a good show tonight. And yes, you are live. If you've not been with me before, one of these guys from Macon pushes me down. 6 to 8 seconds from now, you'll see it, and then you'll hear me yell for help, and you get someone down here. Fire department's just around the corner, so you guys are in charge of that if these guys get out of line over here. As soon as I talk them into talking on the camera, we'll do that. But right now, they said, we're anonymous. So everybody, good to see y'all. Let me finish getting ready. Let's spin back trackside. For right now, I'm going to put you on the crossing, then we'll do the lights. And oh, by the way, yes, we are going to roll out the secret weapon tonight. For those of you that weren't with me the other night when we were down at the north end of Dalton, we made it, but then we never got a trade. The other night, Casey laughed at me at my latest idea. Todd, everybody, what do you think? Horn salutes wanted. 2 colors. We're going to put it over here, and Todd had the idea to get the cones out, so we're going to cone it too. And we're going to see if tonight, if it'll work, get us some extra horn salutes. Either that, or we're going to have to find a young rail fan and put him out here with the hole so that we can either work this or the young gentleman to get us some horn salutes tonight. Right now, we're still all red, so let's get ready. This is the northbound lights. The southbound lights, which we can't see, are just on the other side of that bridge. Generally, there's usually about 20 minutes between them because since CSX controls the diamond, they have to move on the switch. So, since the MOW had the traffic, it should be relatively good. And usually it's about 20 minutes just because it's time for them to get across and they want CSX controls the yard. So they decide who's not first up. So once they authorize the position, the train folders,
So what happened? The radio, like, that's better. Yeah, they got one in Locust Road.
yeah, Locust Road has one.
Manchester. Cordelia got one.
Yeah, they've got great ones.
Yeah, Cordelia.
And then Ringwood has one.
Can you remember Rebecca, Georgia? Rebecca. It's like 30 miles south of Cordelia. It's the Jessica Shore. The Jessica Shore.
Okay.
CSX, the speed limit is 60 on time.
Yeah, because it comes through going south.
Like, down to Waycross.
And then see with Cordell, you get the ANS traffic.
Yep.
And on the opposite of slow, going to the south and around. And as soon as you're in ANS, you go south of Mexico, past it. And there's if you go back to Cordell, there's a restaurant locked up.
Yeah.
And they're called something. It's an old train. It's got a train in it.
Yeah, we ate there. We ate there. Fantastic. We ate there. Yeah, we ate there. Yeah.
But yeah, wings and burgers. We'll be here for a couple hours. I think she has to come.
Okay.
All right, and if you don't want to miss it,
Have you ever met Danny Harmon? No? Have you ever been to Manchester?
No.
You ain't been to Manchester?
No, I don't get on production.
Oh, okay. Now that's a nice area too. Busy.
Train get together, folks.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
All right, thanks. I'll see you guys for that.
Okay.
focus. Hey, Todd. Hello, Tara. How are you tonight? Hello, Alan. 585 sitting at Tunnel Hill. Hey, guys. 585 with the RF&P is sitting about 9 miles north of us, waiting on that northbound to go by. And so you'll don't miss that Heritage Locomotive. I said you're 9 miles up, waiting to come south. Y'all like that switch? I don't have the big lens on. And like I said, we're still setting up, but that switch has a sign on the side of it that says maintenance of way on it. All right, everybody, 585 with the RF&P you just saw from Alan's notes. There's our sign that says, Horn Salutes Wanted. Actually, I think it's needed. So let's go ahead and get everything set up now and come back to y'all. Meantime, y'all hang out here at the crossing. Y'all behave. And do not start on food because I'm hungry. Y'all may experience just a little shake. I've got to put one of the side holders on the camera. I'll try and be as gentle as possible, but if y'all get some wiggles, my apologies. We're putting on a side camera with the main camera, so again, if you get wiggles, again, my apologies. How many did you get today, Tara? Well, right now, I have it pointed kind of like for the, when I know when the next train's coming, I'll point it more towards them. Right now, I just got it kind of like there until I know which way the next one's coming from. Plus, I got to get Todd's cones in front of it. Now, if I can find somebody brave enough, they can run out there and hold it. And we got a horn salute from a passerby. Sign's working already. That's 2 horn salutes. Well, Alan just gave you a heads up. 371 southbound next. We got a horn. What do you think, Todd? The cones work? in my world, it's like living in paradise. Hello, Billy. How are you today? Hello, Crash. Are you trackside tonight, Crash? Anybody trackside, let us know. Hey everybody, good to see y'all. I think we're just about set. Got the scanner up, got the binoculars ready, got the secondary camera on the side, got you guys tuned in. I believe we're looking good, and I think we're sounding good. Q1, Q2, you guys out there? Okay, I don't have the monitor with me, but I want to know, what is the story on 1125? Someone share the story. Believe it or not, I remembered those 4 numbers, so y'all fill me in on 1125. I'm going to swing you back to the signals. For those of you first time, and we're not here at the beginning, we are, as I spin you back, you're going to be looking north towards Chattanooga. Oh, there goes the horn salute sign. Uh-oh. It's like a great big windmill. All right, real quick. Over my right shoulder, up there, those are the 4 northbound signal indication lights for the Atlanta North District and the NS siding here. So those are your lights going north. Over on the far side, right there, those are the CSX signal lights going northbound. As y'all saw, our last train was traveling at 19 to 20 miles an hour. And CSX W&A Sub from Atlanta to Waxahachie, and the Atlanta North District from Control Point Ottawa down to the yard in Atlanta. That's what we have. The cars you see over on the siding, on the far side, are CSX cars that they move. So that's kind of the lay of the land. And like I said, everybody don't forget, have a race, or like John said last night, smash it like the remote control locomotive getting ready to couple up to a set of cars. And if it's your first time, subscribe. We do this all the time, and if we don't have fun, there's no reason to. So if you guys have fun, I'll have fun. We'll all have fun. Y'all like, y'all subscribe, and seriously, ask any questions you have. Somebody on here can give you the answer to just about any question you can think of. And did you see the crooked finger? We've seen that before. And the guy with the robot. Whoa! We got horn! Alright, the horn that we hear behind us obviously isn't going to go past us at the moment because it's all red. So we're going to probably have on deck an NS train. Y'all saw a kid's note. Y'all saw a kid's note. Whoa, that sign's working real good on the cars. These guys are my heroes.
Captain 24 southbound, 6 minutes. Do you guys see a van out there? Captain 224 southbound, 6 minutes. Ratio. Do you guys see a van out there? Check on the field. Captain, I'll check on the field.
To 17 miles per hour. think we didn't catch the very first one quick enough, but I think. Copyrighted music jams the live. Todd, we're going to put a little light on the subject. everybody. I'm behind on the checks. My apologies. We still haven't discussed what 1125 is about. So, let's just back up here for a moment. Kid, thanks for that update on RF&P. He flew right down here, then he slowed down, so that was perfect for us. Lucas, what company do we have coming? Tell me. What is it? Oh, inquiring minds want to know. Hello, Chuck. How are you tonight? Hey, the sign isn't working too well on the train, but boy, we've gotten all kinds of horns for the people going across the track. Lucas, tell me they didn't put your name upside down. I missed that. That's too funny if they got your name upside down. That's craziness. Hello, Mark. How are you tonight? A UP without a flag and an NS-9, huh? 29F coming our way. Hello, Eugene. How's everything out there and up there, I should say, in Virginia? Tara's been out tracking down trains today. What have you been up to, Eugene? So we did have horns to the south. We're still sitting on all regs. Let me catch up on everybody's notes to me. Oh, that was cool of them. I'm reading your notes, Alan. Again, I'm reading everybody's notes. Y'all are writing faster than I could read. It's Mardi Gras Day! Woo! I wish I was there with Zach. No, Todd, my green horn was a little weathered, so I was making it bolder. Mark, good to hear everything. And I hope Mark says he's doing great. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. It's a great week, and I know we got a ton of rain coming Friday and Saturday. And I thought, well, I'll go somewhere else. Well, there's rain down in Austell. There's rain all the way over in Decatur, Alabama. Rain over in Cowan. So all kinds of places there's rain. So we may just end up on the parking deck this weekend. We'll just have to play it by ear, or maybe we get some breaks in between. But tonight, it is a beautiful evening. We have a little purple sky. For those of you who just joined, we are here in Dalton on the CSX W&A Sub. We are dual Heritage Locomotive hunting tonight. We are looking for 1231, the Atlanta. And we just had the RF&P on 585. Now, if we get in a jam for light, we're down here at the crossing, but if we get in a bind for light, we may have to run on up and move closer to the depot. We're just kind of play it by ear for a few moments. If anybody knows where 1231 is, I heard he's having a PTC problem, so they put him second back with a -9 on the front side of the train. And I think that brings up, anybody have any questions, please ask. And like John said, mash that like button like a remote control locomotive getting ready to couple up to a train. And I hope everybody, like I said, anybody have questions, somebody on here is going to know that answer. It could be, could also be the local. I heard him that he was working earlier. I heard him on the radio. So we'll kind of see. We're going to swing y'all back, but I just want to say hello, everybody, and thanks for being on tonight. Casey and I appreciate you. Let's have a good time. And like I said, we'll move down a little bit and bring the lights out so we make sure we get 1231 tonight. Anybody, like I said, anybody know where 1231 is, please let me know. Let us all know. And if anybody's trackside crash, Nate, any of you trackside, let us know as well, please. Tara, as far as I know, 4501 is being painted while we speak. I could be wrong, but I was told they've already started. Matter of fact, if I remember later, I'll send my friend Steve a note and ask him. He'll know for sure. Those of you in Mobile, happy Mardi Gras. Those of you in New Orleans, happy Mardi Gras, and hope you're not too broke. I love going there, but it is so expensive. So Mobile, the birthplace of Mardi Gras, is where Mrs. S and I go. Took beads to work for everybody today because we had bags full from our last trip. Matter of fact, I'll send Steve a note right now. .368, by the way, is our train number with 1231 on it. Just taking a look, see if there's anything else that anybody has reported coming our way. Well, Todd, we got our sign lit up. Let's see if that helps. Mark, you get to see it every day, do you? Hey everybody, Jesse's here. Since it's getting dark, y'all just sit tight because we're putting up a gazillion lumens of light here in Dalton because we are going to work on catching 1231 tonight. I'm not going to be defeated twice, but we're also not staying until midnight, so don't get excited. But Jesse and I'll be back in a moment. Not even sure if I'm in focus, but we got a couple more. Look on the side one. I got a couple more likes to do, but y'all sit tight, be comfortable, and then Jesse and I'll get back to you.
You'll go blurry for 2 seconds, but then you'll come back into focus.
Yeah, it does not like night. Both lenses are very sensitive to dark. You have to tilt it down, take it like over there, and give it something that it can aim at.
Okay.
And then it'll pick it up, or if it doesn't pick it up there, you can pick it up down here.
That looks, we'll see what it does.
Hey everybody, sorry to leave you all there for a little bit. Jesse's here, I'm going to throw him on in just a second. We just set up 37, 74, let's see, 30 and 30, 60, 74,000 lumens of light. Let me get caught up with y'all, and then I'm going to throw it over on Jesse. I got one more thing to do. Great to see everybody tonight. We are still waiting on 1231. Tara, you all caught up with your pictures? Hey, there you are. All right. Tara, I sent a note. Let's see if they answered. I did not. Hey, Andy. I did not get an answer back from my friend that I comprehended, so I don't know if the 4501 has started painting or if it is painted. But right now I don't have any updates on that, Tara, but I tried. Lucas, 5 p.m., NS 7549 solo, rear DPUs, 1126, 1142, facing southbound. Oh, by the way, you guys never told me about 1125. What is the story? Y'all said, remember, 1125. Y'all share that story with me. Andy's here. We got folks up at the depot. We got folks overeating. We got everybody here tonight. Like I said, this is a fantastic spot.
See what happens when you leave the door open? I show up.
Yep, you leave the door open, you just never know what's going to come in. So 7549 is leading 29F. Oh, they're everywhere, Billy, but I'm prepared. I was ready to throw shirks. I had my last 7, and I was ready. I was going to have Tony talk to him, just in case. Lucas says, Jesse! John, you're bad. Funny, but sad, but funny. Can't paint because we don't have any money. The collection box is gone. Hey, everybody, we are, for those of you just jumping on, if you haven't subscribed and you're new, please do. And tell us who you are and where you are, and if you're trackside or comfortable in the home or someplace where it's snowing or just whatever the case may be. And as John said the other night, do this on that like button like a remote control locomotive getting ready to couple up some cars. Smash it is what he said. So everybody, we are, I said, here in Dalton. Andy just got on. Y'all know Jesse. I'm going to throw him on. If I talk Andy into a little yakking on the camera tonight, we'll throw him on too. Haven't gotten that achieved yet, but I do have him to the point where he's sending me videos from the spooky water tower that one day, sometime, Q1's going to spend the night in that thing, and he's going to certify whether or not it is haunted. I'm not going in. I'll stay outside because the door says beware. And that's enough for me to know better than to go in. So, it made it all the way to Trains Magazine, huh? Wow. So everybody, hey, welcome Jesse with me to the trackside tonight. As like I said, welcome all of you. We've got lights up. Right now we're looking at all red, so if there's anybody to the north of us, Nate, if you're still out up in Apison, let us know if we got anything coming south. Q1, you're on point. Alan, you're listening. And Lucas, you're just all over the place. So everybody, you keep me updated. We've got one monitor over there. I've got one here. And I'm going to let Jesse catch you up on what's going on in life. He's holding up the pole while I put our last couple of lights out.
about to do so.
There he is.
Hey, everybody.
There's so much light behind you, you're blinded.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, here, why don't you come over here?
Okay. Run, Andy. There we go. Is that better?
Boy, I tell you what, Todd, that sign is working tonight.
Mike's gonna check if we look good. Oh wait, I can check if I look good. Let's see if I look good.
Okay, now you're good. All right, everybody, Jesse with Whistleboard Productions. He's here. Andy's to my right. I keep chasing with the camera. I move it to the right, he moves right. I move it to the left, he comes back, and then I sneak it back, and then he goes again. So everybody, hey, Jesse with Whistleboard Productions.
Hey guys, good evening. Good to be back on with y'all. Good to be hanging out with Mike again. You guys got to see the RF&P. That looked like fun. I was making my way down. Work as usual. This, please. Work as usual kept me a little bit past 6.
It's called adulting.
Gotta pay those bills somehow and put gas in the car and feed me and the wife. Otherwise, I'll be in a tent on my trailer lot. But hey kid, good to see you. I loved your comic sketch on Facebook the other day. That was really cool. You should do more of those. I really liked it. But yeah, what's new in my world? I don't know. Not much. I did make a massive Facebook post because I had been, as Mike said, doing adulting and not too much train picture posting, but go check it out. If you go to my YouTube channel, Whistleboard Productions, that's 3 words, go to the About section and the link to my Facebook page is there. Go click on that. It'll be the first post that pops up. I've got shots actually of the Atlanta whenever I did a short little chase from Wauhatchie all the way out to Nickajack in the snow. There's some pretty cool pictures on there. Then we've got lots of heritage. We've got the Penn Central, the Reading, and the Jersey Central. Go on there and comment what your favorite photo is. Like those photos. I really appreciate it. And while you're at the YouTube channel, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate a subscription. I am currently, I believe, 24 subscribers away from 1,800 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. For the little bit that I post every now and then, it's baffling that I still get any subscribers rolling in, but I'm really appreciative of all of you that do subscribe and watch my videos. There are big projects coming. We're still working on the big boy video, and I've also started on what will probably be my largest undertaking to date, which will be my video on NW 611. I spent a total of 3 out of 5 weekends last year going up to see it whenever it was running on the Buckingham branch between Goshen and Stanton, Virginia. I shot it in the rain, I shot it in the sun, I wrote it, I paced it, I got all kinds of footage, as well as footage from 3 years ago in 2023. So all that footage is being put together into one big video, and you'll be able to watch as 611 takes its train from Goshen all the way to Stanton. There will be interspersed riding shots from the actual window of the train, and we'll pass by crossings that seconds after you watch it from the train, you'll get to see the view from the ground of the run-by location. And then on the return trip, we'll get to ride in the vestibule with the diesels pulling and 611 pushing from behind. And there's lots of cool photos that I got from that experience, and just the beautiful countryside up there in Virginia, up in the mountains. I actually rode on my birthday, the second week of fall, and the colors were absolutely spectacular. While the sun wasn't out, it did make the fall colors pop. So stay tuned for that video. If you want a teaser, I currently have the trailer for that video is up and live on the channel. you can go and watch that and kind of get a hint as to what is coming for that video. And I'm sure there's some other small projects coming up. I spent a day on the C&O and TP with another one of our friends. Caught the Delaware and Hudson on that trip and caught a few trains in Dayton. So that's a short little video I'm putting together. Also working on the video of 1231 from Wauhatchie to Nickajack, as well as an incredible day, Valentine's Day, that I had with my wife down on the AGS. We went, she's from Alabama originally, and we wanted to go do some exploring, and we ended up catching 179 in Fort Payne. We followed him down to Wills Creek, which is just outside of Gadsden, where we got a 5-train meet. We had a grain train that was sitting in the siding, 55T, and it had a long hood forward C6M leading, which was pretty cool. It's not very common to see long hood forward locomotives nowadays, but if any of you know your Southern Railway history, you know that the Southern Railway liked to run their engines long hood forward because it was believed to be safer for the crew in the case of an accident. So it was neat to see them running Southern style, as we'll say.
Sounds like biscuits and gravy.
That's right. So the 55T, he went north. About 10 minutes later, the signal changed, and the Penn Central came out looking rough as ever, but very prototypical for Penn Central. He went north, and then about 15 minutes after that, 16T came north with the Reading on the front. And when you look at the pictures and watch the video, a close eye will notice that there are cleaning supplies on the front of the locomotive.
And I didn't believe it, but there is.
If you zoom in, you'll see a container of Lysol wipes, and you can clearly see 2 brooms. So this crew was very clean. And while some might be ill about having cleaning supplies on the front of the engine, I know Lucas and I discussed how it was a little bit frustrating. It is a reminder that while we rail fans like these heritage units to be nice and shiny and pretty and whatnot, they are working machines, painted pieces of metal, and men do use them, and women, they do use them for anything that they have to do. And it's a nice thought that they want to keep that engine clean. So be on the lookout for that video to drop somewhat soon. Probably in between trains. I'll do a little bit of work on it tonight. But other than that, yeah. Thanks for Mike. Thanks for letting me jab a little bit and plug the channel. Again, that's Whistleboard Productions, 3 words. Go on there and subscribe, like some videos, check out what I've got, and I would really appreciate it. Also, before I forget, I still have calendars. If anybody would like a calendar with steam locomotives, they are all my pictures, all original pictures that I've taken of different steam engines throughout the years. It's called Steam and Steel. If you go back, when was it? A few weeks ago, on one of the lives, I actually showed. It was the night we caught.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, it was right here. It was the night we caught the Penn Central leading. I did a review of the calendar. I talked about it. That's another video coming through the channel. I'm going to do a quick little video going through the calendar, and showing you some pictures and talking about it. But I have plenty left. They're $25, and that does include shipping. So if you are somewhere else, if you're in Georgia, if you're in Virginia, if you're in New York or Washington State, I will mail you a calendar, and hope that you will enjoy it. But those are, if you go on my YouTube channel, go to the About page, my email is there. Just send me an email that you would like one, and we can communicate address and whatnot, and I'll send you payment information, and we'll get one headed your way. But other than that, I think that's all I have. The scanner is trying to make some noise, so let's hope that we can get something pretty soon. Mike, back to you.
All right, let's roll it on back to our signals, and we are going to listen for the next horn.
Oh, yes. It baffles me. I'm lucky to post 2 or 3 shorts a week. That's a lot of time to do it. It's like, I don't know all the stuff. It's like, where's the time?
Keep your wife happy too.
That's right.
Yeah.
How you been? Been flying much?
No, actually, not since a couple, well, it was a week ago. This coming Monday, it's 2 weeks. Oh no, next Monday, it's 2 weeks. But Friday, this weekend, we're supposed to go to Chattanooga, Georgia. We got a good fun fly going on with Coach Chili Cook. So we'll see how that goes. It might rain though, so we'll see.
At least around here.
You out of battery, Mike?
Yeah, I may not have charged this one for the night.
Turner's not happy.
Let's be getting close to spring. I hear killdeers.
Just past Decatur. So it's coming east. It's going to be coming here. Chattanooga. Right. Go shoot on Actually, no, go shoot.
And now we do what rail fans do best. We wait. And we'll kind of switch back and forth. We'll do the crossing. The light we had over there has gone dead because apparently I failed to charge it. So we got it on the power pack so we can get a little light on it or get a little charge into it when we need it. We've got 2 7,000 lumen lights ready to go. And we've got 2 37,000 setups. Oh! Crunch. Wonder what he hit. music. Stand by. Right, sound back on for those of you that didn't know. When we have music blaring and the super sensitive stereo recorder picks it up, once it goes through YouTube, they pick it up, and if it's copyrighted music, the whole process comes to an abrupt and screeching halt. So, all right, we're all set up. Andy's here, Jesse's here, I'm here, and we're hanging out. So, got a few different colors. It looks like a Mardi Gras car. We got the purple, the green, and the yellow all on the front of that car for Mardi Gras. 29F still not by TVRM. Whoa, we late tonight. Tara, refresh my memory, but we are talking about the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday after Memorial Day, if my memory is correct. Jesse and I are discussing your question about road trip. And then I'll give you an answer. If I do get an update on 4501, I'll give you an answer to that as well. Alright, so Stinky Pete on Market Street, huh? And there is a direct report back on Jesse's calendar from Todd himself. I have mine up, and I write all over it so I don't forget every morning when I get up. I have all my notes on it to get me started, and then everything else is in the planner at work. And again, everybody, thank you for being with us tonight. Tara, you made the trip. How many miles is it from TVRM up to that incredibly cool spot there at the museum? And also, how far is it to Boone's Mill? We do have to get a train going through Boone's Mill. It would not be right if we don't capture one. Yes, you do not have to wonder when you found Stinky Pete. Y'all named Stinky Pete. It's the trash train from the New England states.
Horn.
Whoop! Eddie, can I assign you a job?
Sure.
Spotlight on the sign
Okay.
when he goes by, just right there, but don't blind anybody on the road,
Okay.
so we don't get arrested and we all have to spend the night in jail.
Okay.
There's Mama Bear's favorite. There's your no flags, Lucas. An SC6000CW locomotive. Thanks, Eugene. to 20 miles an hour on our southbound container train. What was it? Tara, we have an update. They have not started painting 4501 yet. So 4501 is still the same as you all saw it last. Did he have no flags? Yeah.
No big flags. Yeah, little flags.
So his big flags were missing.
That's the new scheme. 2 little flags. The little flag in front.
Really? Aw. Billy! And that horn is our southbound, I do believe. Billy, guess what? Somebody just sent me this. One of you guys did. The question is, would you eat 6 donuts? 1 Coca-Cola equals 6 donuts. A 16-ounce energy drink is 5.5 donuts. A 16-ounce sweetened iced tea is 4.25 donuts. A 12-ounce orange juice equals 3 and almost a half donuts. 1 sports drink, looks like maybe the picture's a Gatorade, but don't quote me, is 3 1/3 donuts. So for those of us that are considering that math, it almost sounds to me that donuts are actually healthier than we thought. just something for you all to ponder on. Just one of those, life's little mystery things. Thought y'all would find that interesting. Billy, I've been staying on my diet. Mrs. S has been cooking. I hope you've been behaving up there in Kentucky. Anybody got an update on the Atlanta 1231? That's the reason we are all dressed up and hanging out here in the dark in downtown Dalton. We want to make this a double heritage hunt night. We got one in the bag. Now we need the second. Scanner talk. As you all know, when the scanner talks, Mike doesn't. Well, he tries not to. Well, hello, everybody. For those of you just jumping on, we are attempting to make this a double heritage hunt night where we are trackside and live. So if you're new, please tell us who you are and where you are. Jump on the chat with us. Don't forget, you have to subscribe in order to chat, and you have a 5-minute wait. But hey, jump on. We're on the Atlanta North District for Norfolk Southern, and right beside of it is the W&A Sub for CSX. The W&A runs from, down from Waxahachie on south to Atlanta. I had to think for a moment which line I was going to tell you about. And the NS line goes from Control Point Ottawa south down to the yard there in Atlanta. So, and we got a couple sightings here. CSX does control the diamond that's behind me. So it's not first come first serve. It is who they decide is next. We've got Q1 spotting CSX north for us. XNS speaking. And if you have any questions, please ask away. I know there's somebody on here. Nate's watching our southbound side. Lucas is kind of watching everything. Alan's kind of keeping an eye on everything. He's even watching the weather for us. So I just want to welcome you all. We're just going to hang out trackside while we await what we hope is going to be a double heritage catch. Chuck, thanks for everything you do. A special shout out to you. So, back to the track, and let's have some fun. Until I kicks 12:31. Or bus, that's it. All right, Tara, we'll keep you updated. And hey, we have a rail fan calling in. Y'all excuse me a moment. everybody. Sorry I had to pull your sound for a moment. And for those of you that aren't aware, what happens when you are live, if music is copyrighted and somebody goes by as was just happening, and they have the music blaring out the window, because the sound equipment is so sensitive, it picks it up. And when the show runs through YouTube for uploading, it picks up any, like what we're having right now.
Hey, will you hit those lights?
So just real quick to finish what I was saying, so we got Horn, we got CSX coming northbound. What happens is when the show uploads to YouTube, it picks up that copyrighted music and boom, shuts the show down. So when that happens, we pull the cord quick to kill the sound and then put it back on. So my apologies there, but that's why sometimes it happens with the live. Most folks do production and they can just edit it out, change, put music over, whatever. But in our case, that's the choice. But hey, everybody, Amber just went green. All right, horn salutes needed. We got that sign lit up because it blew over. We have more weight on it, and it now has 3 orange little feet. So for those of you just joining, our new secret weapon to get us more horn salutes is a great big sign. Hello, Stevie Davis. Good to have Powell, Tennessee on the channel tonight. Hello, Drifter. How are you tonight? And Todd's right. We've had all kinds of car salutes tonight. And for those of you reading the chat, we just got a text from a rail fan, and we'll talk about that, about what's going on with the northbounds here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and get our CSX in. But what you just saw on the chat is exactly what a rail fan just sent me a text about that's going on. But we'll come back to that in just a moment. Thank you, CNOT Productions. So yes, oh wow is one of the things I thought of. And my 1231 or bust looks like bust is going to win because I have to go to job 1 tomorrow. But hey, right now let's enjoy our CSX train coming. We got all the lights on. We're all lit up. I could read the paper.
Probably gonna head out after the CSX Train Number Tuesday.
We'll probably start winding down because we're going to be dead in the water. Stay for me. I got job 1. Yeah, since I do that production, I got to be there for.
Got glowies. There's something.
Small destination,
That is L808, the local. So whoever asked, is that the local? Yes, it was. Todd, I see that was your question or your guess. L808 going north is the local. He's running up to Rocky Face. About 7 miles up the track. How cool was that? And you're right. He deserves 2 shirts. Todd, that would be pretty cool. Open the window and we send in a t-shirt by way of the t-shirt gun. What do you call those things? Yeah, a t-shirt cannon. Open window, t-shirt cannon, sends you a shirt from Rail Moments. Speaking of, we're going to have Rail Moments shirts for the Irondale get-together that are specific for March, I believe it's March 28th, with Aiden's event down in Birmingham. Yeah, a t-shirt cannon. That is definitely what Production 6 needs. Production 6 is currently working on getting a possible huge light bar for across the top, because Warren has been after me to go to Ringgold in the middle of the night, every night. And if we put a full light bar across the top, we can light up Ringgold big time, quickly, and then go back to bed. All right, y'all, let's talk about this a little bit. Music, hang on, y'all. All right, for those of you not reading the chat, what is occurring, you just read, is absolutely correct. And we now had 2 texts plus notification here. Special thank you to at CNOT Productions. And normally 4.5 hours is the rule on normal traffic from Austell up. If it's 370, that's kind of the pickup train. They pick up and drop everything. So 370 always runs later. But as Alan had told us earlier, and several others, but particularly Alan's been keeping up on it, MOW had the Atlanta North District tied up, and a number of trains, there's at least 4 that I know of, that are south, and I believe they're at this point still all south of Rome, which is an hour out from here, all tied up with no time left on the cruise. So from all the notes that we've recently gotten and from CNOT Productions, as he has explained, as the crews run out of time, just like the CDL drivers on the road, they have to tie that train down. So they'll move it over to a siding. As Lucas said, we still don't know where 29F is, but for those trains to the south of us that were coming north, they'll pull them over on the various sidings based upon their length, and there they will stay until they can get a fresh crew shuttled down to them. So when we said 1231 or bust, I think we were the dealer and we went over 21 tonight. We have busted. Our hopes for a double Heritage catch tonight here has faded to just a single Heritage catch with the RF&P. As you all know, that's what rail fanning's all about. Just like the other night when we talked earlier, last night as a matter of fact, we talked earlier, the tagged the power line and tied him up for hours before he could get cut loose, so we didn't get to see him until, well, I was in bed when he went by, so we missed him. So that's just part of it. Just like going down Interstate 75. Somebody decides that they are going to do whatever, pass on the right, and come around, and boom, they shut the freeway down. Or you're driving a truck and there's traffic jam and you run out of time and you go in the rest stop. So our northbound trains are exactly what CNOT production said. No northbounds for a while. So with that, we are all set up. We are all dressed up. We got our Tuesday night best on and nowhere to go. We even got the lights on to dance. Andy tried to train dance over there a little while ago. That didn't work, Todd. I was thinking about you may need to send patches out. So Lucas doesn't have much coming south for us either. So it kind of looks like we're going to go ahead and wrap up the package. But before we do, I want to tell everybody thank you for being on tonight. If it's your first time, please subscribe. Not only does it help the channel, but more so you'll get notification because we do lives all the time. Since I've started this, I've done over 500 of them. And that way you'll get notification. I always try to post if I'm knowing ahead of time. And a lot of times I make my decision where I'm going next to the area when I get off of job one based upon what's going on. So tonight I was going to go out to Bootleggers, really cool place. And Alan said, hey, all these other things are going on. You still got time. Roll on down to Dalton. So we did. And we started out great. But we do know, Todd, the sign was a success. L808 gave us above and beyond. Like I said, he's inspiring the t-shirt cannon to be in production 6, along with the Rail Moments umbrella that we're having designed, and the shirts for spring be something new, design on the back. So everybody, we're going to go ahead and do a 10-minute countdown. Smash that like button like John said last night, and I said earlier tonight, like a remote control locomotive coupling up to the whole train behind it. Whistleboard Productions, Jesse, check out his channel. He's here with me tonight. We travel all the time together. We actually work at the same place together. And I think that's about all the news I have that I can think of. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Jesse's here, I'm here, Andy's here. Anybody have any questions? Andy, as a side thing, flies this huge plane about the size of Production 6. It's remote control. Man, he takes it off. He has to have a runway to take off. It has a jet propulsion engine on it. And man, when he buzzes the tower, they actually have a tower and a guy doing the whole thing. Man, when he takes off, It's like, whoa. It's like seeing a 12 locomotive lash up come by. You use what, jet fuel?
Kerosene, yeah.
Kerosene to burn that afterburner. So I think that's kind of it. Anybody have any model railroad questions? Andy's here, and he handles all the electrical for the Tennessee Valley Miniature Railroad Club in Chattanooga. So if you got any questions about them, they got an open house coming up on March 8th.
I think so.
On March 8th, I believe it is. It's there in the building that's in front of TVRM. So if you got any model railroad questions, I got two experts right here. If you're having problems with your electrical, I have one expert right here. And if you'd like to know anything about Dalton,
Pretty tall.
Production 6,
I'd say the expert's
Rail
wearing
moments.
gray, not black. Gray.
we'll be happy to see what your questions are. Anybody got anything they want to share? Any upcoming events? And just so y'all know, you're always welcome. I usually send a note out ahead of time where I'm going. You're always welcome to hang out trackside with me. I even usually carry an extra chair. Don't carry extra food, but I carry an extra chair. Mrs. S has me on health food. I'm like Billy. Gots to get smaller, Mrs. S said. So I can hang on and do this longer. Jesse's new program to keep me young is keep me up late. So we're out here late, way later than normal. And his idea the other night when he came up with this brilliant plan was midnight. So we were in the rail yard till midnight. If you've not seen Friday night's production, we did catch 12:31 Friday night. So you can see it in our midnight show. And once the shows are done, they do go into our Trackside Live library, and you can see them wherever, forward them to friends, whatever. So, hello, distant light rail fan. Thanks for being with us. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be in the dark. I had to look at it. Maybe if I make it a little bit bigger, although I hate to admit that I need that. But thanks for being on. Where are you at? Tony wants me to remind you that, here, maybe if I put it this way, I'll be larger. Now that didn't work, but it was a great plan on paper. Don't forget that March 26th, Cowan Railroad Museum annual meeting, but you have to be a member to go. And we're going to have Mexican dinner either before or after, aren't we, Tony? And Railfan Day is May 16th in Cowan. And if you want to become a member of the Cowan Railroad Museum, it's only $20 a year or $200 for a lifetime. Join up. Great group of folks. They also have a scale model railroad set up in there that you can run on. It's really cool in the big, large room there on the side. And Iron Rail Cams has a 24/7 cam there in Cowan. It's downtown. It's all lit up. And boy, at Christmas time, it's really cool. So check out Iron Rail Cams. Any of you, if you want to come visit anytime we're trackside and you have a channel and you'd like to talk about it, please come hang out with us. Get a shirt if I've got one, and tell everybody your channel. Anybody else got any news, anything coming up? Jesse, they're asking if you're coming up to the Cowan Railroad meeting.
That's the plan.
Tony, the answer is yes, so we're going to need a bigger table for Mexican.
I'll be there too.
Andy's coming too, so now we need an extra large table. We may need our own room at the rate we're going. Anybody else? Any questions, ideas, anything you want to know about? Since we don't have train time at the moment, we'll do U time. We usually don't get to do this because we're so busy with everything going on. Tomorrow night we will be back trackside again if everything goes right, but it will be a short time. But as y'all know, wherever I go, short or long time, it's always a good time. Mrs. S on Wednesday cooks at home, so Wednesday night is family night. And tomorrow night, she has something brewing that's a surprise she hasn't told me. And on Valentine's night, whoo, she did a butter pan seared New York strip for our Valentine's dinner with shrimp and crab. It was fantastic. And if y'all have any extra blue glass, I guess they're called cobalt. If y'all have any extra blue cobalt glass bottles, she's currently on a big collection kick, redoing kind of a decorations of our house. So let me know, or if you know where there are a bunch of blue bottles. Lucas says, southbound. Headlight on TVRM, southbound. The Cowan cam is down. Gee, after I just gave it all that big talk. 29F finally coming by TVRM.
Music, Mike. Music.
All right, everybody, sound back. Let me know I didn't lose my voice, but someone just walked by with the music at train horn decibel level with a band called Disturb out of Chicago, Illinois that used to play just down the street from where Andy lived. So he recognized the group instantly. What a small world. And Kayla just sent a message in to y'all. Tell everybody happy Mardi Gras Day. Kit, I hope you're doing well in Missouri. Everybody, I hope you all are having a fantastic evening. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes. If anybody has any more questions, we are going to miss 29F. It'll be an hour before he gets here. Intermodal priority train Chicago to Jacksonville, Florida. But I think that's it. Todd, the sign worked with L808, and boys, it worked with the traffic going by. So I think that's a hit. And Andy and Jesse's idea to give it feet was a pretty cool idea. And for those of you just joining us, this is what we were talking about. Horn salutes needed. And y'all wonder, why do I look down at this all the time? The tablet is my monitor for the Mevo camera system that we use from Logitech. And so, it's my monitor to see where we're at, and also, if I'm out of focus, I just bring myself back into focus. So, I'm watching me watch you. So I guess that's going to kind of wind it up for us for tonight. Let me take a look at the monitor and see if I got any last minute questions from anybody. And y'all have been just a fantastic audience. I really hate to leave you all on base. I feel like base is loaded, and Jesse just struck us out, and we have to go back to the bullpen. So, everybody, I guess that's kind of it. Like I said, anybody got any last minute questions? Anybody want to introduce themselves? Anything that anybody wants to cover before we go? Todd, thank you. You are always so gracious. I appreciate you. Make sure Pax just gets an extra treat for that. So, and yeah, Lucas, we thought about that conversation, but it'll be an hour before we have 29F here, and as you know, there's nothing else in between him, and there's nothing else coming north at this time, and 6L808's out on the main on his way up to Tuttle Hill. Not sure how long he'll be. We're pretty much done for the night. So everybody, from Casey and I, and Jesse, and Andy, we all want to say thanks, and we will see you ain't right? You're right. Bedtime. Everybody, we will see you at the next crossing. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. And there goes somebody in a hurry. But we do know, Todd, that the sign works. So, not only does it work on trains, it works on cars. Everybody, don't forget, tell the one you love how much they mean to you. Don't forget to give them a huge hug. Everybody be safe. We'll see y'all back trackside. Whistleboard Productions with Jesse, Andy, and myself. See you at the next crossing. And happy Mardi Gras!